friends, how are you? So for this week's character trait, we're talking about good judgment. And good judgment just really means making good choices, right? Which we talk about all year long, in the classroom, out of the classroom, on the playground. We want you to make good choices or have good judgment everywhere, right? So we're going to talk about some examples today, and then you'll fill in a worksheet on identifying good choices or where an example of good judgment. So let's get started. Good judgment. So good judgment, like I said, making good choices, easy peasy. Also, thinking about the consequences of your actions. And that really just means, friends, that when you think about the consequences, consequences are what's going to happen after I do something, or what's going to happen after I say something. It could be good, it could be bad. So, for example, if I press really hard on the paper with my pencil, the consequence is that the pencil's going to break and I'm going to need to sharpen it or get a new one, right? So it's basically what happens after you do something or say something. So if I say something really mean to my sister, the consequences are she's going to be upset and she might feel sad, right? So that's basically having good judgment, is just making good choices, but also thinking about what's going to happen after I do something. So if I don't make a good choice, it might not be a good consequence, right? So let's see. Some good choices of examples are being kind to others, right? We're always saying that in the classroom. We always want you to be kind to your friends, to the teachers, to your therapist, to anybody that you come in contact with. We want you to be kind, but you should also be kind outside of school too. So you should be kind to your parents, your grandparents, your sisters and brothers, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, and you should also be kind to people you don't know, right? You don't want to be just walking down the street one day and you just start being mean to someone you've never met before. You always want to be kind. You know, when I like to walk on the weekends in the park by my house, and people I don't know, they'll just say good morning. And I'm kind back. I say good morning. I don't get, all rude and don't say good morning to me. No, we're just kind, right? Being kind. It's a good choice. Another good choice is sharing, right? We always say that in the classroom, to share your toys, to share your stuff, right? We don't share food, but to share other stuff, right? Helping others is always a good choice, right? We always want to help our friends, our parents, right? Say mommy or daddy's in the kitchen and they're cooking and, they need help. Offer to help them, right? Or if they need help cleaning up a mess. Everybody likes help, so it's a good choice. Following directions. Now you probably think right away that has to do with school because we're always telling you to follow the directions, but it's also at home. If mommy, daddy, your grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles tell you to do something or ask you to do something, you want to follow the directions. Also, just following the rules, right? Our rules in the classroom, your rules at home. These are all good choices that we can make. Having good judgment, right? Another one is cleaning up, right? Cleaning up your toys, cleaning up your plate after you eat. If you spill something, cleaning up. These are all making good choices. You just don't want to leave it there for somebody else to do it. Also, being honest, right? We talked about honesty, and that's telling the truth. Even if it's going to be hard, you still want to tell the truth. So a good choice is to be honest always. In school, at home, everywhere. Just be honest. So those are just some examples. I have more. I'm sure you can think of a lot more. But let's look at some images too that will help us. So, the first one, clean up. We talked about that, right? Clean up your toys. The girl's cleaning up her toys. That we're always talking about in the classroom, to clean up after yourselves, right? If you take something out, you should put it away. That's your responsibility, right? Well, it's also a good choice just to do it before somebody asks you to do it or someone tells you to do it. Helping, right? We say help others all the time. Sitting quietly. That's one of our classroom rules. When we're in the classroom and myself or Miss Sheriff, or even if another friend is talking, we ask you to sit quietly and wait your turn, right? It's a good choice to sit there and wait quietly, because when it's your turn, you're going to want everyone to be quiet so you can be heard. High fives, right? We always say if your friend does a good job, Play nicely, right? Play nice together, no fighting, no arguing, right? Share your toys. Smile. Believe it or not, to smile at someone is a good choice. If you came into the classroom and I was sitting there, good morning. That doesn't look very friendly. You wouldn't like that, right? So we smile and we say good morning. To look, we talk about that all the time, friends. When someone is talking to you, you should be looking at them, right? So it looks like you're paying attention. It's being respectful. We say that. So if it's your friend, also when someone's talking to you, they should be looking, right? That's how we know that they're paying attention, that they're actually listening. So we also have listen, right? We have listen to your friends, listen to your teachers, your parent, just listen, right? Be a good listener. Share, we've talked about. Work quietly, right? Sometimes we can work together and we can talk, but other times we ask you to work quietly. If we're in groups, right, and someone needs help, you might have to work quietly by yourself for a second, and then someone will come to you, right? We ask you to walk in school, not running in the hallway or the classroom, because that could be dangerous. The consequence of that action is you could fall and get hurt, or you could hurt someone else. So that's making a good choice. We ask you to stand in line, nice and neat, right? Again, same thing. If we're walking in the hallway, we want to stand in line so another class may be able to pass by. Be patient, right? We ask you to be patient, right? Sit nice and quietly. Don't get so anxious. I'm waiting. No, right? We be patient and we wait our turn. Be kind. Raise your hand. That's a big one in Essay 6, right? If you have something to say, everybody wants to hear it. We want to hear it. But we have to take turns. It's another way to be respectful and be patient. And then I show a picture of the go down for the slide, which we talk about too at recess, right? We actually do not go up the slide, we go down the slide. It could be dangerous. We don't want you to fall and get hurt. And what if somebody else is coming down and you're going up? That would be a bad consequence because you went up the slide and you guys collided and now you both got hurt, right? So these are just some example, friends. There are plenty of other good choices that you can make. They can change depending on the situation. So remember, good judgment is just making good choices and thinking about your actions, right? Thinking about them. If I say something, is that going to hurt that person's feelings? If I do something, is that going to make them feel worse or better? Or if I don't clean up my mess, someone else is going to have to clean it up. And is that fair? So it's just thinking about what's going to happen if I do something or say something. All right, friends? So have good judgment, make great choices.